This week on Channel 8 News, we'll take a look at visiting writers, murder mystery, and more.
Channel 8 News starts right now.
Thank you for tuning in to Channel 8 News. I'm Whitney Ice.
And I'm Madeline Mosbauer.
Hallie Cornelius had the chance to attend the event Murder Mystery, sponsored by Lead Green. Hallie?
Last Wednesday, Northwest students were able to take on the roles of detectives at the murder mystery game in the JW Student Union. The event was free and sponsored by Lead Green. One of the actors, Leanne St. John, had a chance to talk about how they keep their show fresh and interesting for students.
What I like about it is that everybody gets to be their own celebrity, so everyone's kind of participating and like being a little bit silly, and everyone's showing up to the wedding reception of Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin, but then a tragic murder happens and we have to figure out exactly who did it, and comedy ensues.
They had various clues that the audience helped decode, but many still guessed the murderer wrong. Student Elizabeth Herrick participated as celebrity Shaq O'Neal and even helped by dancing one of the actors back to life.
I was expecting Clue, and it was more of mafia, pointing fingers, and it was like they were trying to mislead you and get you up and active. So
the night was filled with laughter, something that's very important to St. John.
Well, I like making them laugh, and we make each other laugh, and then making the audience laugh is just kind of almost like icing on the cake. Like I'm in it to make people laugh. Like that's what I want to do with my life, and so this is just an amazing way to not only do that, but to get paid to do it, which is kind of the dream, you know?
Reporting for KNWT Channel 8, I'm Hallie Cornelius.
Thanks, Hallie.
Alex Polska was able to attend a visiting writer series. Alex?
Last Thursday, I was able to attend a visiting writer series here on campus where artists were able to come in and share their writing with students. I got to chat with the director of the visiting writer series, Daniel Beagleson, about this event.
It's a series that is sponsored by the Department of Language, Literature, and Writing, as well as Kawasaki. And we put on about 4 to 6 events per year, and we bring in writers from all around the country to come and read and share their perspective on the world. The reading series is really meant to encourage people to encounter different ways of thinking. It's a really meaningful thing, I know, for a lot of our students in our department. They get to see that there are writers living today doing what they want to do. Gary Jackson and Sean Thomas Doherty came for this particular reading. Both of them really talk about issues of identity and who they are and how others position them.
I also got to talk with one of the poets, Gary Jackson, who spoke at the event.
I hope students and anyone who saw the reading, especially those who want to continue writing, I hope their takeaway is just that they can write about whatever they want, whatever stories they have that they want to share, and that no matter what those stories are, I hope nobody ever tells them that they're not worth writing about, because clearly they are. I feel like me being, this black kid who grew up in Kansas writing about superheroes, if I can do something with that, any of these people in this crowd could too.
Coming to these readings is a moment of solidarity. It's a moment where we can be civil with one another and listen to diverse and different opinions, and I think that's always valuable.
Reporting for KNWT Channel 8, I'm Alex Polsko.
Thanks, Alex.
On Monday, April 15th, in the J.W. Jones Student Union Ballroom, attend Career Pathing's Building and Using a Professional LinkedIn Profile. This presentation will cover the major parts of a LinkedIn profile, best practices for students, and tips on how to use LinkedIn to supercharge your networking and job search. This session, presented by Northwest Career Services, is offered at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. Career Pathing presentations are free to Northwest students and employees and provide professional development opportunities to students interested in advancing to new levels of pay and responsibility.
When we come back, we'll take a look at some more news and events. Don't go away. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Madeline Mosbauer.
And I'm Whitney Ice, and here are some events happening at Northwest and the surrounding areas.
Student Senate is sponsoring its annual Spring Blood Drive in cooperation with the Community Blood Center. Student employees and community members are invited to donate blood this week in the Tower View Room, located on the 3rd floor of the Student Union. The Community Blood Center is the primary supplier of blood and blood components in the region, serving more than 65 local hospitals and medical centers. Student Senate annually sponsors fall, winter, and spring blood drives in cooperation with the Community Blood Center to boost blood supplies in the Northwest Missouri. Walk-ins are accepted. For more information, contact Student Senate's Civics Committee at sencivc@nwmissouri.edu or 660-562-1218 or the Community Blood Center at 800-245-7035.
Career Services and Northwest Alumni Association are collaborating this spring to offer Chat with a Cat and connect students with Northwest alumni and friends during informal lunchtime gatherings. Wednesday's session is with Rex Broad, Marketing President for U.S. Bank. Sessions are from noon to 1 each Wednesday. Students are invited to grab a lunch at the Bearcat Commons in the J.W. Jones Student Union and sit with an alumni host in the reserved lunch area.
Wednesday, April 17th in the Administration Building, join Career Services for Jobs in Java. Jobs in Java is a come-and-go brainstorming session centered around finding internships and full-time jobs. It's open to all students, faculty, staff, and alumni.
Wednesday, April 17th in the Ron Houston Center for Performing Arts, join Northwest's Marine Biology Society is sponsoring a screening of Paris to Pittsburgh, a National Geographic documentary addressing issues related to climate change. The screening is free and open to the public.
Friday, April 19th in the J.W. Jones Student Union Ballroom, International Student Organization Dinner is hosting their annual dinner at 7 p.m. in the Student Union Ballroom. In addition to preparing menu items that represent their native countries, student members present cultural dances, readings, and other demonstrations. This year's menu focuses on food from India, Nepal, Mexico, and Thailand, among others. Tickets are $10 for students and $15 for non-students.
When we come back, we'll take a look at some more recent events and news. Don't go away. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Whitney Ice.
And I'm Madeline Mosbauer. Brianna Wesley was able to attend HERO Day of Trans Visibility. Brianna?
Last Wednesday, I was able to attend the event Hero Trans Day of Visibility. This event was hosted by the on-campus organization HERO, an acronym for helping everyone regardless of orientation. During the event, Trans Day of Visibility, HERO showcased artwork done by trans people in the local community and those who attend Northwest.
Event is, it's Trans Day of Visibility. We are showing off a bunch of trans people's arts, and so we are having trans music, we are having trans poetry hung up, we have a bunch of different kinds of like digital art, drawings, paintings, put around our tables. And it's about just helping people understand and become more informed about trans people.
Missouri State University. Trans Day of Visibility was a great opportunity to represent the minority of trans people in the Northwest community. Through artwork, pizza, and conversation, HERO was able to introduce students to what the event was about.
People a lot, it's just like LGBT, but this is trans specific. We have trans people from our community here, and we also have from like Missouri and even some from further. We hope to keep doing this every year, as well as our Trans Day of Remembrance event that we have in the fall as two separate events.
HERO is an organization that represents on the behalf of the LGBT community and welcomes all to their meetings. Anyone interested in joining them is free to check out their events on the Northwest calendar or to email them about their weekly meetings. This was Brianna Wesley reporting for Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Brianna.
Trevor Nicholas was able to attend the senior music recital. Trevor?
Last Friday night on April 12th, Max Hill, a senior here at Northwest, performed several vocal pieces as a part of the senior music recital held in the Olive Duluth Fine Arts Building. I had the opportunity to sit down with Max and talk a little bit about the recital and his interest in musical performance.
Yeah, so I've been taking private voice here this will be my 8th semester for all 4 years. I took private voice when I was in high school. I mostly just sang in the choirs in high school and in middle school, and then I did a summer music camp and I got a scholarship to take voice lessons, and I didn't think I needed those just because I didn't know what they were good for, and so I was in voice lessons and it changed my world.
Max has also held a leadership role for Northwest Navigators and shared details about his trip to Southeast Asia last summer.
So for 3 weeks I was in a Muslim host home, learning their culture, learning how they live. We were right in the middle of Ramadan as well, so I kind of like learned how they do Ramadan, how they fast all day and night, and just kind of learning about just how they do life. That was 3 weeks, and the next 2 weeks we helped do like a campus ministry, just basically doing outreach, like reaching out to people, getting to know them, hanging out with them, other college students.
When I asked Max what his plans were after Northwest, he had this to say.
I would love to wind up overseas, like teaching or doing full-time ministry or something like that. I just kind of want to wind up overseas for a little bit and then find our way back to America if that's what the Lord wills, so we don't really know.
My name is Trevor Nicholas, reporting for Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Trevor. On Friday, April 19th, in the station executive boardroom, join Grief Group. Most people experience grief or loss at some point during their college career. Grief Group provides a safe and caring environment where students may come together to experience guidance and support during difficult times of loss. Loss is an inclusive term and can be defined in a variety of ways, including but not limited to death of a loved one, a recent breakup, or significant life changes.
Well, that's all the time we have for Channel 8 News.
For stories that matter to you, catch Channel 8 News every Monday through Thursday at 6:15 p.m. right here on KNWT Channel 8.
Northwest Sessions is up next. From all of us here on Channel 8 News, I'm Madeline Mosbauer.
And I'm Whitney Ice. Have a great night.